Well, StB started a long time ago, back in 2004. And what triggered that program was a real need for a response to specific situations that we've had at that time. And it was dramatic situations like the 9/11 events creating a whole new demand in terms of process at the airport to cope with this new security request that we had. It also responds to a demand of passenger growth, limited infrastructure that we need to expand, and we have to find solutions for that.
Simplifying the business means to have a seamless journey from your keyboard when you book a ticket up to the aircraft and down back home.
The unique proposition that the StB brings is it is one of the only groups that allows us to focus in on the customer and look across all aspects of the aviation industry, from the initiation of inspiring someone to buy a ticket right through to the follow-up after someone has flown.
Simplifying the business is an IATA steered program to change the industry, to change the airline industry.
What I see the StB steering group as is a group that's been set up by the Board of Governors to advise on areas such as innovation, bringing speed and pace to the industry, looking at how we can transform legacy processes into modern digital processes, and also about driving the customer experience, making sure that we enhance everything that we do enhances something for the customer.
Our role is to represent the industry, not to look at ourselves as an airline, but to represent the industry and try to see what we can do to drive the industry forward.
The main recipe for success comes on the concept in the first place, which is based on collaboration, innovation, and looking at the passenger as the main stakeholder from an end-to-end perspective. And then the second aspect of this unique proposition is the methodology that we use to drive StB in the industry. It's based on three main components: the think tank, which is the ideation body, reinventing the industry from a clean sheet of paper; the StB program as such, which is program management. How do you create a sense of urgency? How do you have targets? How do you deliver? And third is the adoption and the engagement that IATA and his resources is putting together to drive implementation of those projects. And finally, the WPS, which is an annual event gathering over 750 delegates under one roof to walk the talk and discuss and debate about the StB agenda.
There's a number of projects that the StB have actually done to transform the industry. NDC, the new distribution capability, and that really is transforming the way that we distribute shopping processes that haven't been looked at for the last 47 years.
Probably one of the most relevant examples of the StB steering group is the actual One Order project, where we're trying to completely redefine how tickets, PNRs and EMDs, as in the traditional world, are being replaced by a much more standard customer order as being used in many other industries.
Another project we set up is named Travel Communication, where we want to ensure that our passenger at any time has a transparent and trustful information about his travel.
One of the key projects StB has delivered is Fast Travel, where customers have gained great control over their travel experience, including the ability to react to disruption.
There's several very good examples. One of them is the Smart Security Project, a joint program, ACI, IATA, to really provide new solutions, new way of approaching security screening. Of course, security always being at number one, but keeping the passenger experience and the efficiency and the business model as important as well.
The ideas that the StB think tank are working on are truly innovative. They're working closely with the leaders throughout the industry.
The purpose is to organize innovation. Every airline, every airport, every partner has an interest in innovating, but often innovation requires collaboration and coordination. Simplifying the business think tank gives us an opportunity to coordinate our efforts so that innovation takes place in a more organized manner.
I think it's an opportunity for some key industry stakeholders to come together and do a little brainstorming about what the future holds for the industry.
You know, our industry has to collaborate with many partners.
We've got to solve some of these problems and some of these challenges together.
Our role is of prime importance as important as the presence of airlines and suppliers. It's all about collaboration.
And in the future, I see us still working on standards, innovation, partnership, but with greater speed.
Speed to market is key, and again, involving all of the stakeholders means we move much more quickly to achieve our end goals.
Our industry is not always fast enough for good reason, safety, for bad reason, conservatism. We should be much faster. Speed is of the essence in our world.
We are actually reaching out to the aviation community, whether it's airlines, partners, technology suppliers, or supporting organizations. So the mechanism to join the think tank is really to contact IATA, and if there is relevance and a fit with what we are trying to achieve in the think tank in the coming year, then we would welcome anybody there.